It's been a long wait, but we're finally here. Red Dead Online is out. And I gotta admit, it did indeed take me quite a while to just get used to the gunplay in online mode. It was not a smooth transition. I'm not gonna front, I'm not gonna try and act cool. The reason it was a weird transition is definitely the lock-on aim isn't as precise. They're in this weird middle ground where they're like, okay, we want to give the players auto aim, but at the same time we want to mix a little skill in the shooting mechanics, so you can rely on auto aim but to an extent. But in offline, if you're aiming, it's like precise 100% accuracy, no problems. Not complaining. Like I said, it took a while to adjust, to adapt, but I'm here now. I get it. I'm not totally satisfied with it. It's kind of the worst third-person shooter competitive, mechanisms I've experienced this generation. Right? I've played Division, Star Wars Battlefront, a lot of Wildlands. They're all better, man. Like, I don't know how Rockstar has been doing multiplayer for an entire decade now, and you just can't get competitive PvP right. Like, hire somebody. There's so many people in the industry that get it at this point. Just hire some, well-known dudes to, make the best product possible. Anyway, now that I get it, I kind of enjoy it. I can't say I'm fully in love with the death matches in Red Dead Online, and the reason being the map design. Oh my god, the map design is just so random. There are no lanes, you can remember the map to an extent, but it's just chaos. It's just open, it's just flat. A lot of verticality, a lot of places to quote-unquote hide, but there's no point. In the majority of modes, you're exposed. Always, there's someone just spawning behind you, beside you, you're spawning in front of them, vice versa, Now let's get into the gameplay. We have a 17-0 flawless match right here, ladies and gentlemen. It wasn't my intention to get a good KD or any of that nonsense. As you can see, your boy's playing the objective. So what I feel I'm gonna do is kind of break down what was going on inside of my mind, how I approached everything. So let's start right now. You see, I entered the room with my sights up. This was something I had to learn, because if you haven't paid attention, once you aim your weapon, you have to cock it, you have to pull back the trigger, right? That is valuable time you cannot afford to, waste. So if you know you're about to enter a confrontation, my recommendation is to raise your sights and be ready for your enemy. Give your gun, already cock that thing back, man. Be ready to shoot his ass off. Now, as you can see, I'm getting a good amount of headshots when I'm using the regular guns, right? Like the carbine repeater. I'm getting the headshots. I realized, dude, be patient. The aiming is 50% in your control as a player. It's not as, easy to use as other third-person shooters you've probably played over the years. With this auto-aim system, I don't know why they can't get free aim right. It kind of makes sense in this setting of a game because, well, the weapons aren't that fast firing. So for it to be free aim, and with the kind of erratic movements the players can initiate, it will be very hard to hit your target. So I kind of get what they're doing. This is probably the best compromise they could come up with. I mean, it's Rockstar. They probably tested this thing top to bottom, and they came to the conclusion, yo, we gotta put some auto aim in this, because for my fellow Division players, we already know how much bad movement mechanics can ruin the PvP experience, and this game has there's a lot of movement trick, like crazy things you can do with the movement system. So auto aim is kind of a must. Now, Here are some quick tips. I'm probably gonna make a full pro tip video. Calling myself a pro, yeah I am. I'm gonna make a pro tip video for you guys sometime next week, because there's a lot of hard truths I had to learn the hard way about the shooting mechanics in this game. Well, not in the game, but when I had to transition to the online competitive modes from single player, there's a lot of things you have to change about. Everything you learn in single player, not a lot of it can be applied over to online multiplayer. My biggest tip is simply this: use your guns to their optimal strengths. Do not try to use them in situations they're not built for. See the carbine repeater. If I know I have it equipped, I'm not approaching my enemies trying to get within 5 meters of them. I'm staying at a nice optimal range of 20 meters and above. In close quarters, I have no intentions to use anything but a shotgun. Nothing can beat it. The best way to get a lot of kills, get your hands on a shotgun and try to get as many close quarters confrontations as possible. That's the biggest tip I just passively learned. The pistol, if you don't have a shotgun, is your best weapon to use, no doubt about that. As you can see, the game's about to end. I got my shotgun out. It's cocked. My sights are already up. See, he doesn't have his sights up. He's charging right in. But I'm already prepared. I know he's there. My gun's cocked. It's fully loaded. And soon as he comes in sight, I just release L2, the aim button, for just a second. And I press it again. It locks on and he's dead meat. And there we go. Nice 17-0 flawless. While playing the objective very aggressively. We lost the match, but that's on my teammates. He didn't put in the work that he should. Right? But it is what it is. And don't think I was playing against noobs, man. I'll show you guys the rankings of all the fellow players. They had a good handful of guys my level, or close to it at least. So, you know, it is what it is. We'll see how this mode evolves. But let's dive into the next game where your boy gets the MVP. Now in this game, your boy got the MVP. Like I said, the goal, I really had a goal. The goal was just to get some kills, man. Want to play a real aggressive up in this place, man. I'm charging right in. I'm going to continue giving you guys some tips. I'm going to try and focus on the gameplay and try and put you inside of my thought process. So wherever your teammates are, you got to assume the enemy is wherever they're not. Right? The spawns are crazy in this game. I'm not too greedy for a kill. I saw that guy. He's not pushing. I'm looking for new enemies, man. You got to have that abundance mentality. Your enemies are going to appear, trust me. You see, I'm being cautious because I know the spawns are crazy. Look at this right there. This is a perfect example. There's no one there in my full vision. No one, right? So I'm safe to advance. So that's what I'm doing. Then bloop, the guy spawns behind me. I'm not paying attention to the mini-map. But I think if someone is aiming at you, that's interesting. If someone is aiming at you, I think they appear on the map. There's a lot of little things I need to learn about staying off the map and what makes you be on the map. How to stop the suppression effect. There's so many little things I hope I can figure out, or someone else in the community can, so that I can perform at my optimal best. Now I saw this guy. He's one shot. I'm feeling cocky. I'm chasing him down, man. I just said I'm not greedy, but he's one shot. But you see now, I'm not implementing my own lessons. I say always approach your enemies with your sights up. But he seemed like such a victim. He was such a victim. Just one hit. It didn't even have to be a headshot. And the boy's dead. Now look at this. Patience. Now I could have been spamming my repeater, getting all these random body shots. But I realized it's headshot or no shot. I'm not taking the shot until I know the auto aim is locked in on his head. A whole lot of damage outside the head is nonsense if you don't have a shotgun. So don't even waste time, be patient. In future episodes, I will even show you some instances where there's a guy spraying me down. We're both suppressed. Our reticle is going all over the place. Now let's stick for a minute. Don't swap your weapons too soon. See, this guy appeared? That would have been an easy follow-up kill. An easy follow-up kill. So don't be too quick and hasty to swap your weapons. Be patient, man. We're back on the topic of patience with your headshots. Both of us were suppressed. It's a good 30-meter engagement, right? And our reticles are swinging, but he's moving left and right. He's bobbing and weaving. But I'm staying absolutely still. I'm just waiting for my sights to line up with his head. And when it did, I just shot my shot. It hit him, and he's dead. So be patient. Headshot or no shot. Implement that principle. I guarantee you guys are going to get so much kills. So much kills, right? So the best thing to do is, in all close quarter engagements, shotgun, or don't even bother. Don't even take the risk, right? Especially if it's a mode where they're giving you a shotgun and you don't have to pick it up. Try and keep your engagements close quarters. As for dodging, I do it, but I don't do it enough. I feel like it's too much of a try-hard move to be dodging. Like, let's just engage one another, and whoever's the better shot wins. But they got dudes that are just jumping left and right. It's kind of annoying. I don't like it. I don't like to do it to other players, but if they do it to me, that's on them. I'm trying to figure out how much it helps to dodge. Right? I haven't found that sweet spot where I just know the specific situations where it will be better to dodge than to fight. Well, I kind of do. I think the best situation to dodge instead of remaining in an engagement is when you're both suppressed. Like, if you both are aware of each other's presence and you're aiming at each other, I think it's best to dodge instead of try to engage the dude. Like, if you're aiming and the aim has not lined up with his head yet and he's already fired a shot, don't continue engaging. Get out of dodge. Dodge, 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 dive. Get out of there. Because the fight, it just becomes random. You can't tell if you're going to get your shot lined up. The aim just is ripped out of your control at that point. So I say dodge if you're both already shooting at each other and the suppression effect has kicked in. Now, what can I say? First impressions about the deathmatch modes. They got to do something about the respawning. It's not well balanced. It's not fun. There's a game mode, I think it's called Most Wanted. That mode needs to be taken out of the game. Reason being, it's a terrible idea. You're guaranteed to die in that mode. I've never seen a competitive multiplayer mode where you're guaranteed to die. Everyone likes to go into a game, especially a shooter, thinking at least they're going to survive as long as until the very end. They're not gonna die at all. But in the Most Wanted mode, it's designed to ensure everyone gets a kill, everyone dies eventually. That's terrible. It sounds fun on paper, but dying in a video game is not fun. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's a terrible concept, right? So I hope pretty soon they just make a raw free-for-all mode where you appear on the map for a little bit, but then like after you shoot someone, you stay on the map for like 3 seconds and then you disappear. Not this, like if you start getting a lot of kills, you're punished. That's nonsense. They gotta revamp that mode or take it out entirely and just give us a nice raw, steady, you know, free-for-all mode. And here I was about to get my 20th kill, but I was a little too cautious. I should have just blasted in there full aggression. Nice 19-5 kill game. Your boy putting in work. And this is the first episode. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned a lot of things. I'm going to try and do a little more live commentaries, but we'll see how it goes. This has been more JK. Peace out, and of course, enjoy your day. Drop a like too. Yeah, man.